Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna talk about my drugstore favorite items. I have been using these items for a very long time, most since they've been out, and I am just a true diehard of all these items. I cannot live without them because they are so affordable. They're from the drugstore and they're truly my favorite, and I am wearing most of the things that I am going to discuss today in this video. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is Sonia Kashuk came out with this whole new collection of brushes and beauty sponges, and I have been playing with them, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that as well, so stick around. The first item I'm going to discuss is this Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. This, guys, is just as good as my Kat Von D Shade and Lights Contour Palette that I use all the time in every single one of my videos. I put this away and I wondered why, because when I bought it and I used it for a while, it was excellent. It is perfect. So I've been using it now again for about a week and I still love it. So smooth, so blendable. I personally think it's an exact dupe to the formula as the Kat Von D. It's just very smooth. It doesn't give you any blotchiness. I have it on today. I personally love the contour color because it's that perfect cool tone, that gray brown that's perfect to shade and contour with. I'm also using the bronzer, and I also dusted the highlight to set my concealer, to set the nose. The packaging is great. I think this is something I'm gonna travel with. I'm not gonna travel with my Kat Von D. The packaging is so perfect, so small, and it has a little compartment here where it has this little brush, which I don't use, but you can try using it. And the mirror is perfect. Like, this is great packaging as well. So this is definitely, if you guys want to have a good bronzing, contour, and highlight palette that's small like this, easy to travel with, you have to pick this up. It's so amazing, so smooth. Formula is excellent. And another Physicians Formula item I'm going to talk to you guys about is because I said, you know, I have to mention it because I've actually hit pan. This is a powder that I use in my purse to, you know, kind of dust when I'm out. It's not something that I use right after I apply my makeup, just something that I carry in my purse to dust and like kind of touch up. The scent is amazing. I can't stop smelling it every time I use it. I love the scent. It's just so light and it doesn't make you look chalky or dusty. Because I have dry skin, I'm very, very picky about my powders. And I think that's the reason why I like this, because it's not powdery at all. It's not chalky or anything like that. I think it's because it's made of argan ware. It's an ultra nourishing argan oil powder. So if you have normal to dry skin, or if you're somebody who just doesn't like that powdery look on the face, this is a great powder for you guys to try, because again, it doesn't leave you, you know, chalky or anything. The only problem I have with this is the shade range. I think they only have 3 colors, which was light, beige, and something else, but this doesn't really leave a color behind. I find it to be more translucent. So maybe, you know, pick the closest color to your skin and try it out. It definitely doesn't leave a color or a cast, and that's another reason why I like it, because it doesn't change the color of my foundation. It's that light powder that you just want to dust when you want to just touch up your face when you're out. The next item I'm going to talk to you guys about is this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is something I have been using since it's been out, and that's a couple years now. I put it away like I do with a lot of things that I love, because other new things come in the market and you kind of forget what you have. That's one problem and a challenge that I always have in makeup. I always want to try all the new things, so I forget about the products that I really, really love. I bought this again, and again, I'm using it Again, I'm using it every single day, but I especially like this pink one. I have the yellow one, and as you can see, look how much I do love it. But I do like the pink one better to brighten. I use this first, you know, to highlight my face, the concealer triangle shape in the center of my nose, and then I blend it out and I use my Tarte Shape Tape on top. And that's how I like my full glam look, which is what I'm wearing today. On a typical day, sometimes I just use this alone and it just gives me the perfect amount of brightness without looking too odd, because you know, usually you want to put a concealer on top of that. This is something you can wear alone or under your concealer, and I love this. The color is the brightener, the brightening illuminator. This is my favorite. The next item I'm going to talk to you guys about, I know I've mentioned before in many of my videos, it's this NYX eyeshadow base. This is what I use to carve my brows. I still keep seeing a lot of people using concealer to carve their brows. Number one, the colors are too light. I don't think it just, I don't know. Everybody has their own style and their own way of doing makeup, but I personally think it's more complimenting to the face when you carve your brows with a color that's closer to your skin tone. And this number 3 eyeshadow base from NYX is that exactly. It's much closer to my skin tone, and it's a primer. It's an eyeshadow primer. It's an eyeshadow base. So the pigmentation, the formula is a lot different and a lot, you know, more wearable, I think. What's the word I'm using? It's a lot more long wear than a concealer. A concealer can slip and slide, you know, or kind of smear a little bit, but a primer, think about it, that's what you're using to set for your eyeshadow to stay on and to last, so it stays in place better. That's why this works great to carve brows. I still love this. I buy it all the time when I run out, and it's a great item to use to carve brows. You guys should give it a try. Again, I'm in the number 3. It's ESB03. The next item is this Maybelline Big Shot mascara. This is my favorite mascara. I think I like it more than a lot of my high-end mascaras. I have been using this over and over. It's probably the only mascara I've been using for a couple months now. The Colossal Big Shot mascara. It's perfect. It doesn't flake. I do love the L'Oreal one is good too, and I also love Better Than Sex and the NARS, and I love YSL. There's a lot of mascaras that I love, but this is truly up there, my favorite one. The darkness, the black is perfect, and you know, it just goes on smooth, and again, it doesn't flake or transfer onto my skin. I do have problems where, you know, either I get oiliness around the eyes or something, and like the color transfers to the skin. I find that this doesn't do that, and it's not even waterproof, so I love that as well, because a lot of mascaras kind of transfer onto my skin when it's humid outside. You know, it gets wet and it transfers, but this one doesn't do that, so I love that mascara. The next item we're going to talk about is this Milani highlighter. The Milani highlighter in 02 in Hypnotic Lights. I mentioned it in another one of my videos how much I love this highlight. It is what I have on right now. It's a pink undertone. It's so pretty because, you know, it's different. It's not your typical gold champagne or silver highlight. This is like that really pretty pink undertone, so it's different. I definitely want to try the rest of this collection, but this is my favorite color because I picked it up when I saw it, and I love this highlight. I really love it as much as my Anastasia Beverly Hills Gumdrop, which I told you guys in a comparison, they're kind of like a dupe. In person, they look very, very similar. If you ever want to get a nice dupe for the Gumdrop, because that highlighter comes in a set of 4, so this is just one, a lot less expensive, and it's great quality. I love this highlighter. The next item that I want to talk to you guys about are these two, because I have it on today and I've been using it a lot. This is the Balmain L'Oreal lipstick in the number, actually it's called Urban Safari. I love this nude. I love this like really light pinky nude lipstick, and I've been using these two together a lot, and I love this also by itself. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the color Tease. This is a great color by itself, either one, but I love to layer these together, and they have been my favorite lipstick and gloss in the market right now at the drugstore. The next item is this NYX lip liner in the color Nude Beige. You guys have seen me use this several times. I had to buy a new one. I have these two tiny ones. I use this all the time, almost every single day. Very rarely do I use another lip liner, as much as I have so much lip liners. I always like this color because the color is just perfect. I feel like it's the natural lip line color of someone's lip. You know, just a little like kind of like that brown pinky undertone. It's just perfect, and it goes with every lipstick. Obviously that it's in the nude family, whether it's a pink nude or a beige nude or a mauve nude. This lip liner goes beautiful with all those colors. This is Nude Beige by NYX, and I ended up finding the one that I lost out. I use this like crazy. I use this all the time. I've actually been using this lip liner for years. I found a really old one that was like this small. I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I just buy a new one? But yeah, I use that NYX lip liner over and over because you guys know I am a nude lip kind of girl, so I know that it won't fail me. It'll go great with all my nude lipsticks. The next item I'm going to talk about is this Milani Make It Last setting spray. Look at this. I have used it up completely. This is a great drugstore setting spray. It really does what it says. It's a long wear. I haven't tried it for 16 hours. I don't wear makeup that long, but my makeup is just as good when I applied it in the morning as it is in the evening. And when I use this setting spray, I really like this. I think this is the best drugstore makeup setting spray in the market. So if you guys want to try it. Also, the mist is, it's just perfect. The mist is another thing that I really like, because some setting sprays, the mist are awful, but this one is really nice. I'm kind of low in it, so when it gets low, you know how the mist is not just as good. The mist in that is excellent. Let's see, the next item I am going to talk about. I think I've saved my favorite for last. No, let me talk about this other item really quick. This is amazing. This is something I don't think anybody's talked about in videos. I'm not sure. This is the John Frieda. It's like the Root Blur Touch Up. It is in a little compact like this that has two tones. Mine is in the medium. This is chestnut to espresso for medium to dark brunette hair. So you've got the light tone and the dark tone. I don't have to face tune my hairline anymore because of this. I always face tune my hairline because, you know, you have like very light kind of just, you know, balding, I guess. I don't even know, but you know, very thin baby hairs in this area where I could see my skin. So I love to touch it up with this because it is perfect. I fall asleep with it. It doesn't transfer, or I don't see it on my pillow. When you use hair products with it, it's absolutely perfect. It doesn't, you know, become dusty or, you know, flaky or anything like that. This is great. This John Frieda hair blurring for the roots is great. I don't really use it that much for the roots, even though I do have some gray hairs, but I do color my hair. I just use it mainly in this area right here, you know, and I used it today. That's why you can't see it, but right here I have like a lot of missing hair, and I don't know if that's all due to like pregnancy or something, but this stuff is excellent. I love this. I used to use Coconut Grove from NARS, which is an eyeshadow. I actually like this more because it's perfect. I even use the brush that it comes with, this little guy right here. And you know, you're probably like, why don't you just use eyeshadow? This is better. For some reason, it just works really good for the hair. Now, the last one is my favorite one. This is major shout out. The Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. This is the Super Stay Foundation. This foundation is hands down amazing. This is just as good as the new NARS Natural Radiant Foundation, the new one that NARS came out with. I will say that the only difference in the foundation is that the NARS, you only need one pump or two maybe to do your whole face. This one you need a little bit more. But if I tell you the finish is exactly the same, the formula to me is the same, and it's just amazing. The finish, the wear, I love it. I love it. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. I can't believe they managed to make a foundation this good for a drugstore. If you guys haven't tried it, you're missing out. It's a really good foundation. If you like the new NARS, or if you like the double wear from Estee Lauder, you'll love that one. The next thing we're gonna discuss is the Sonia Kashuk brushes at Target. I did buy a couple to try out, And I have this little tribal set that I love. I am such a junkie to like really cute, fashionable, you know, fashionably designed brushes because I love to display them, and I actually do use them, especially if they're Sonia Kashuk, because she comes out with the cutest collection, but they're good quality. It's not like a brush set that's gonna come apart. And I have been trying her new ones for a little bit now. I haven't washed them, so I can't tell you that, you know, they're gonna come apart or anything like that, but I've not had a bad experience with her brushes. I used this one for foundation and I liked it. I still kind of like my Beauty Blender better, the sponge, but I'll get into that in a second. It always depends on the foundation when it comes to what I'm going to use to apply, what brush or what item I'm going to use to apply the foundation with. And this is a really good brush because it buffs in the product really nice, and it's a flat kabuki style. And I got this one as well for the concealer, and again, I like it, but there's something that I like a little bit better. But the brushes are great, they're great quality. I have been using Sonia Kashuk brushes for a long time. I even kind of dug into my brushes to grab one that I had that's about seven or 8 years old, because I remember where I was living when I bought this brush. This brush right here is so old. Look at it, it's already worn out. I used to use this brush to apply foundation. I remember when I had this brush, I didn't even have any good foundation brushes. Like, that wasn't even what was popular. The Beauty Blender, I think, was the thing that came out, and then everybody was talking about stippling brushes. And I bought this one from Sonia Kashuk. I can't even tell you how I used this. I've washed it and it is not even close to coming apart. It doesn't even shed. So she does make really, really good brushes. I'm excited to see the wear on these two, on the gold collection. I bought this really pretty huge powder tulip style brush and I love it. It's so soft. It's definitely one of those luxurious looking brushes that you kind of want to like pass on to your daughter, or, you know, have forever, because it's so pretty and it feels like really, really good quality, and I have a feeling that it's gonna last a long time as well. I did buy her tribal collection, which is this really pretty collection. A lot of these, believe it or not, I don't use them. I use them, you know, kind of to display, or, you know, to do the tutorials. I like using nice brushes on my videos, but I haven't really played a lot with these. I just wanted to show them to you guys because I think they're so pretty. She makes amazing brushes. Now, my favorite thing that she came out with is this. Oh my god, I haven't tried this one, but this one is my favorite. It's still wet from me applying my makeup. This one's my favorite. This is absolutely perfect for your concealer. I can't tell you how perfect it fits and snugs the under eye. You're able to get that corner, and you'd be surprised how little work it takes to blend out your concealer perfectly. And what I love about these marble sponges is that it doesn't pick up or lift the product. It keeps it on the face. It blends it really nice. I love my Beauty Blender, but this is my favorite sponge right now, guys, especially for the under eyes. I have been using this one for my foundation and I love it too. I love it too. It's kind of big. It has this flat side, and to apply your foundation, it's basically what I have been using for about a week now that I bought it. So I'm interested in knowing how good this one's gonna be. I haven't used this one yet, but I will tell you guys about it in another video, or, you know, stick around to my Instagram. I love to keep you guys updated in my Insta story. If you guys have any questions, I would be happy to answer any of your questions. So that's it, guys. Let me know down below which is your favorite drugstore makeup. If you guys have a drugstore eyeshadow palette that you can recommend, please let me know down below, because I have been searching for a very good drugstore eyeshadow palette. I love NYX, but I want something else. And let me know what you guys think of this video. Leave me a comment down below if you have tried the Super Stay foundation from Maybelline, and tell me if you like it or not. I think it's a great foundation for every skin type because It works great on me, and I think it would work really good on somebody who has oily skin. You guys have to give it a try. It's really that good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of videos like this. Let me know if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Refer to my Insta story if you guys want to hear some updates on any of these products. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Chalky or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, mom's phone, it goes right to voicemail. Ask her what she wants, wet state or thin state.
Okay, hold on.
How much chicken breast?
Okay, hold on. Mommy, pick up your phone! Oh man.